If you did see the title of this video, yes, there's a good chance we're probably getting a second challenger. Alright guys, before we went ahead and pull out the rear end, I came up with a couple of different ideas of how we could do it. One of them that we're trying here, which I thought would be good just in order to really get that dent out and kind of let the rear end adjust itself, was we would tie a rope to this Dodge Ram and then I'd pull forward, that way we wouldn't mess with the transmission or anything. Did it very small, and as you guys can tell here, it straightened out this bar, so I was able to remove the nuts from the crash bar. So I was kind of mentioning before, the crash bar was bent, so I couldn't reach the nuts in order to remove the crash bar. So what we went ahead and did was, like I said, pull it, and as it straightened out, we were actually able to get our wrench tools in there and remove it, and that's what you guys will see here. Now getting back into my second idea, it was to go ahead and use this auto repair kit that I saw online. It's like a 10-ton jack that's hydraulically pressed from Harbor Freights. First things first, one thing we really wanted to make sure, and kind of how we were going to measure everything out, was using the trunk lid, as the trunk lid didn't take any damage. So we went ahead and just kind of started looking and peeking where it may have been rubbing and seeing what spots we were going to go ahead and adjust. At this point, we started using the actual hydraulic tool, so we put it together and put it inside the frame, and you can see it works very effectively. Like I said, our mission here was really just to size everything up with the deck lid. So we started seeing that there was areas in the rear trunk that, you know, didn't look the same on each side. So at that point we started stretching it out, making sure everything was very square and nice and even. So because of where the impact was taken, we needed to remove the battery in order to straighten that rear end out right where the battery goes, unfortunately. So you see us just undo it here, and then we'll get back to stretching it. At this point, we're just stretching it in every which way, shape, or form that we can in order to get that nice fitment that the car came with. So you see us here using even the top, the bottom, really getting that area nice and straight so that when the bumper goes on, we have no issues with fitment. Alright guys, and so here's kind of where we ended off. We got the trunk to latch properly. On the left side, the gapping's a little bit bad, but everything on the bottom looks about as straight and even as we can get. And our plan is to get the new bumper so that when we have everything put back together, we'll make those minor adjustments and get that trunk lid nice and even. Alright, what is up guys? So if you're watching this right now, you probably just finished watching the upload of what we got done on the Hellcat. You know, today I was supposed to go get the bumper and all the plastics that went in the back. Unfortunately, the guy who was gonna sell me all this stuff sold the entire rear end of the Challenger that was crashed that he had. So there's one of two ways we can go about this now. I was thinking, you know, just go online and order all the parts. I pretty much added everything up and it'd come out close to like $2,000 or $3,000. I hopped back on the auction and saw another crashed Challenger V6, but all the rear end parts, obviously none of the powertrain or any of that stuff, or the shocks would be the same for the Hellcat, but the whole rear end bumper, plastics and whatnot should be all the same. So I'm gonna try to get that in auction. It would come at about the same price as if I just ordered all the parts. Mind you, I'm gonna have a whole Challenger, another Challenger of a car that I could probably just sell and, you know, make my money back on those parts. If you did see the title of this video, yes, there's a good chance we're probably getting a second Challenger. Is it gonna be another Hellcat? No. Are we gonna try to fix it up and rebuild it? I don't think so, but don't quote me on that, because one thing I would love to do for you guys on this channel is do an engine swap, and the Challenger is a pretty decent platform. If you guys are interested in any Challenger parts, feel free to hit me up on Instagram or YouTube. Both links are down in the description. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna bounce and get back to hunting for parts. Doses.